We start with breaking news this afternoon out of the small town of Chautauqua, Wisconsin, one of the hardest hit communities, when a string of deadly storms tore through the middle of the nation overnight. Video captured from above a trailer park shows the power of what's believed to be a tornado. High winds, downed power lines, cut trees off at their trunks, and a massive field of debris has littered the neighborhood many call home.
Walls off of people. I know our deputies and first responders, officers, local law enforcement officers pulled walls that were trapped on people. We pulled walls off of people and then carried them, put them on stretchers, leg injuries, arm injuries.
One person died at the trailer park, and there are at least 25 people hurt. Chautauqua is about 100 miles northeast of Minneapolis. It's quiet here in comparison, but we are stuck under the clouds. Let's get a check of our Wednesday forecast with Lisa Green.
Yeah, it turned out to be a cloudy start to our day throughout much of the valley. Those clouds just spilled in associated with that next system that is going to mainly move south of us, but it'll have some impacts on parts of the valley, including the cloud cover. We've got some strong winds out there too. And in addition to that, that chance for some light rain in our southern viewing area here this afternoon, especially over into Lace Country. Looking outside on our Skycam right now here in Fargo, you can see mostly cloudy skies, just a gray situation here. We may get a little bit of sunshine peeking through from time to time, but generally speaking, we are covered in clouds here in the valley, and that does, along with that northerly wind that has been gusting into the 20s and 30s, that's going to have a big impact on our temperatures this afternoon. This afternoon, expect to see numbers that are going to be into the 50s to some low 60s throughout the valley, with mostly cloudy skies for much of the valley as well. So mid 50s to some low 60s throughout the region. So not a very warm day. We'll let you know coming up in your 7-day planner if we've got any warmer weather on the way.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Lisa. We're tracking a developing story out of Washington. The White House is denying the substance of a memo that now fired FBI Director James Comey wrote in February. In it, Comey wrote that the president tried to convince him to end the FBI investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Mullet Lengi reports on new criticism aimed at the president.
Republican leaders say they support a vigorous investigation of possible Trump campaign ties with Russia.
We need the facts. It is obvious there are some people out there who want to harm the president, but we have an obligation to carry out our oversight regardless of which party is in the White House.
House Committee Chairman Jason Chaffetz has requested to see a newly revealed memo former FBI Director James Comey wrote in February, claiming the president asked him to drop the investigation into fired National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. In that memo, Comey quoted the president, "I hope you can see your way clear to letting this go, to letting Flynn go. He's a good guy." The White House responded, saying the president has never asked Mr. Comey or anyone else to end any investigation.
Whether it breaks the law or not is not the point here. The point is he was trying to interfere with an investigation.
Well, so far, a majority of Republican lawmakers do not agree with their Democratic colleagues that there needs to be a special prosecutor to pick up this investigation. But with every new revelation, more of them are beginning to change their minds.
Increasingly, Republicans believe that we have to do something different than what we're doing today.
Members of both parties have called for Comey to come back to Capitol Hill to testify. Mullet Lengi for CBS News, Capitol Hill.
FBI sources tell CBS News Director Comey would often document conversations he believed would later be called into question. It's also what the FBI trains its agents to do. New at noon, it's even Twitter official. Army whistleblower Chelsea Manning walked out of a military prison today after 7 years behind bars. She posted a photo early this morning with the words, "First Steps of Freedom." Manning, who was known as Bradley Manning before transitioning while in prison, was convicted in 2013 of providing classified government information to WikiLeaks. President Obama granted Manning clemency in the final days of office, saying he believed 35 years was disproportionate to what other leakers have received. Manning will remain a member of the U.S. military during an appeal of the conviction and is eligible for benefits, but not pay. Also new at noon, Ford is eliminating 1,400 positions in North America and Asia Pacific to boost profits. The automaker is offering voluntary early retirement and separation packages. The move is aimed at around 10% of its non-factory workforce. people in departments like sales and human resources. A spokesperson says the company expects to meet its goal number and does not anticipate any involuntary layoffs. In our consumer alert this afternoon, thousands of plush toys sold at specialty toy and gift stores across the country are being recalled because of a choking hazard. The recall involves about 25,000 Douglas plush toys in 3 models: Oliver the Bear, Chewy the English Bulldog, and Charlotte the Fox. The company says the plastic eyes can detach or loosen. You should immediately take the toys away from any young children and contact the company to receive a free replacement product or a full refund. You can call the company at 1-800-276-4029. The number of sex crimes committed on college campuses has nearly tripled over the last decade, according to one new study. Valley News Live spoke with a young woman in Fargo who says it happened to her a few weeks ago. She doesn't want to be identified, but wants to encourage other victims to be courageous and speak up.
It can happen no matter where you are. If it's your friend and acquaintance at a party, like, it doesn't matter who it is, it can happen. And people just don't take that into consideration. They just look at you like you are to blame, like, oh, well, you went and hung out with him, so it's your own fault, like you asked for it.
If you or someone you know has experienced an assault, there is help. You can call the number on the bottom of your screen for help anytime, 701-293-7273. Some parents are upset that a school in the Northern Valley is not doing more to address a cockroach infestation. It's been going on in Roseville, Minnesota since mid-April. Administrators say they sprayed for the bug in the areas affected, but it has not helped. Some parents want the school to close down the building and spray the entire building. Dozens of people pitched in to dish up a big helping hand of appreciation today for police in Moorhead and Clay County. It's the annual breakfast during National Police Week. And never mind the cops and donuts idea that so many people joke about. This morning it was egg bake, sausage, bacon, and muffins. The annual chow down is organized by Citizens Police Academy alumni.